Welcome to SativAcademy. I'm Jack Kelly, and today we will dive into how to properly create a water system for your grow room and discuss the legal standards for grow rooms across the country. Before I talk about how to water your plants, I want to first discuss what a grow room actually is. Grow rooms are indoor spaces that are designed for cultivating cannabis. Each state that has relaxed laws on marijuana has set standards for legal grow rooms. Regulating the size of a grow room, air systems, water systems, and heat distribution are all important steps that farmers must take in order to legally run a grow room. Please be aware that each state decides in its own rules for grow rooms, and not adhering to those laws is breaking the law. So, some of you may think that you can just throw a bag of soil in the backyard shed and start growing. Why not, right? Wow. Mixing flammable plants, high voltage lighting systems, and water doesn't exactly make your home a paramount of safety, now does it? So let us assume that you live in a state where it is legal to grow. To start with, there are different legal room sizes, and there are restrictions on how many plants you can actually grow, depending on what state you live in. Each state breaks the grow rooms down into square footage for proper operating space and how many mature versus immature plants you can actually cultivate. So for example, in California, you're allowed 8 ounces. 18 plants total, with 6 being mature and 12 immature. Colorado, you get 2 ounces, total of 6, with 3 being mature and 3 immature. We have created a forum giving room size standards and plant count for the states that have regulated limits for grow rooms. Please look to our grow room design forum for more details. Although each state differs for what is legal in terms of exact room size, your grow room should reflect the amount you are allowed to grow, which is not much. So don't expect to fill a warehouse with cannabis. Sorry. Remember, these states are paving a path to acceptance, and thoughts of grandeur are not a possibility at this point. These legal grow rooms are for personal and private consumption, not for corporate growth. So don't expect to make a lot of money. Once you start growing, it is important to understand that choosing the proper place to grow is vital. Make sure that the room you choose has proper access to safe and legal electrical outlets. Grounded outlets and a nearby utility control switch would be something I would personally recommend. The last thing you or I want is an extension cord being run all over your house. Also note that ventilation temperature controls and proper containers and lighting are very important to proper cultivation. Another important aspect of a grow room is your watering system. Like every plant on earth and other living organisms, including us, these plants will need an abundance of water. And even though overwatering is very harmful, no water would be deadly for the plants. Although only a small portion of water absorbed by the plant is used in photosynthesis, a shortage of water does affect the rate that photosynthesis actually occurs. This happens because when the plant is low on water, the stomates on the leaves close, preventing the release of waste gases and other toxic chemicals. This closure will severely slow down or even stop photosynthesis from occurring at all. So here are the materials you will need to properly water your plants. About 2 to 5 gallon buckets or equivalent of watertight plastic containers. And pay close attention to the integrity of your buckets. Leakage of water could create a setting for a major disaster. You will need a growing medium or flexible vinyl tubing, which should be about 3 to 4 feet, a fiberglass window screen, which should be 12 by 12, and some gravel. You will need enough gravel to cover the bottom of your growing container, which is approximately 2 or 3 inches. Use a fairly coarse gravel, 3/4 to 1 inch in diameter, so a 5 gallon bucket needs about a gallon of gravel to reach this level. So, just as a human, your plants need a consistent amount of water to perform at their best. So now that you have the tools to get started with your legal grow room, I hope that you will continue to research on how to properly and most importantly, legally grow your medicine.